Hey there, so today we are going to be doing a short video tour of the little greenhouse I have here with orchids. I'm here in Houston, Texas, and the weather is currently 50 degrees. So we're gonna go and check that out. Alrighty guys, so here is the two small greenhouses that I have full of orchids. And basically at the moment, since it's winter time, I have the greenhouse is covered in plastic. So the plastic does a couple things. Basically, it keeps the humidity inside. It also allows the sunlight to go in and stay warm. And the other thing is, since it's the winter, we don't necessarily have longer periods of sunlight. So that's good. And basically, it's just plastic that I put over it. These little two patio blocks to keep the plastic from blowing everywhere. So let's check this out. So we're gonna lift this and then just go basically inside. So this is what the greenhouses look like. So it looks kind of raggedy, but this is how they love to be. And it's, like I mentioned, it's two greenhouses that I'm just keeping up by myself. So the bottom, let's talk a little bit about the structure of the greenhouses, just in case you want to get started in having a little greenhouse. So the floor obviously I have is just gravel or rocks, and as you can see, with everything taking place, like algae is starting to appear. I don't know if you could see it. So that's kind of pretty cool, just to have algae on the floor. The other thing that I did, I used some sandbags to keep the greenhouses from flying everywhere. And I also, because of the weight of all the plants, and over time it starts to bend, like you see right here, I did use some straps to keep the greenhouses together, along with some zip ties and just a bunch of things going on. The other thing, since I'm using plastic, I had to literally just improvise and put a PVC pipe holding up the top of the roof, you could say, so that the water doesn't leak inside the greenhouse. Now the water could be good, but it could also be bad, because if it falls like directly on the orchid, then it could kill it. The other thing that I did, I also used all the weather resistant tape, and that seems to be working pretty good in most of the sections. Just this right here, I let it kind of hold the water for too long, and then it busted basically. But anyways, so in this greenhouse, it is 75 degrees and 77 moisture. And then here on top, it's a little bit different, just it really varies. So 75, 90, so we'll do that. But as I was saying with this plastic, so basically it retains the water, the moisture, the heat, the warmth, which is what orchids like. And I also have, I'm not sure if you could see them, but I did my own irrigation system. So it waters directly, it waters there, and it waters right there, directly on top of the vandas that like to be kept moist. And they have air roots, so they dry pretty fast. So I water that about 2 minutes every 6 hours in the winter, just to keep everything going. And I do a lot of water just because I have this heater that kicks in, and it keeps the greenhouse at 65. So it's heating up the greenhouse, which is getting rid of a lot of the moisture. So if I keep watering it every 6 hours, then that's gonna give moisture. Alrighty, so here we have, this is the Cattleya section. Basically, I keep all my Cattleyas over here. They get the morning sun, and they love to be dry, more drier, I guess, dry, and just the hotter temperatures. And I know this greenhouse is doing really well just because those roots right there, they grew within a month. Normally it'll be dead. I killed a lot of orchids and yeah. But I'm learning as I go, basically. Over here we have a experiment that I have going on. So these are little baby bandas that I keep in these containers with sphagnum moss and water. I'm trying to see if they would live like that, but since these here are doing pretty good, I think I'm gonna just take them out and let them hang. So I'm finally able to keep bandas alive. Like, I kill so many, the roots dry really quick and then it just dies. But so far with the setup, everything is going great. Here we have mostly all vanda orchids, and then we have this big carnivorous pitcher plant. And when I first got it, it had already bad pitchers, I guess, and I haven't cut them. But so I'm not really sure how it's doing, because then you have like this baby one that seems to be kind of healthy. So yeah, so we'll see how that does. On the top section right here we have papilliums, and they seem to be doing good. The leaves look healthy. I mean, not all of them, but most of them do. All that right there grew algae, which is great. And then all the way at the end we have a spike, a little bud taking place. So I can't wait for that one to open up. Down below we just have a phalaenopsis with a spike. And then we have here, these are my two favorites, but yeah, so these are Stanopias, and they only flower, or I guess bloom, maybe once or twice a year. And the blooms are really pretty, really fragrant, but it only lasts like a couple days. So you can see what they look like, and the roots look healthy. New growth, which is good. Then we have this right here. There's all the names in there. I don't really know all the names, but that is great. Look at that, very beautiful. And I also have a pond, so I'm keeping this tropical lily pad here at the moment until I can put it back in the spring. Then we move on to this section. So this is mostly phalaenopsis with all kinds of other orchids. So as you can see, this orchid right here, this phalaenopsis, has some arrow roots. Then it has new growth on the spike that I cut right there. There you go. And then it has a keiki with roots and a spike. And then over here we have a spike with blooms with buds, and then a keiki right there with two spikes, roots, another spike right there. Basically a lot of spikes within the phalaenopsis. So this one right here has two spikes right there. Just really quick, if this is your first time watching an orchid, so basically those are roots right there. These are roots, arrow roots. These are spikes. So just so you see the difference. Now these are like more of a darker red spike compared to this green spike right there. So they all come in different colors and, I was gonna say, designs. Here I have more, I'm trying to see, more vandas just hanging in there. And then here we just have all kinds of orchids. So we got that there, these right here, just a bunch of stuff everywhere. And like I mentioned, lots and lots of spikes, lots and lots of buds. So we'll see how all this does. But yeah guys, so basically that's the little greenhouse that I have. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, and I can show you the process, and also in time show you, you know, blooms when they actually bloom. That should be pretty good. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, thank you guys. Alrighty guys, so I forgot to mention one last thing. So basically this is how I have the setup for the watering. I have a splitter for the regular hose, and then I have one for the timer watering thing, and then the garden hose filter as well. So this one, just, it is what it is. It basically filters the water so it doesn't deliver all that chlorine and, you know, really hard chemicals to the orchids. And then here we have the timer. So basically it's saying in 3 hours is going to be the next watering. And from here I have a couple of birdhouses which they use, and then it all goes just PVC and goes in there and it waters. So we're gonna do just a little test. We're gonna do a manual test for 2 minutes, probably just even 1 minute. No, we'll do 2 minutes so you guys can see how it waters. So let's go in here. So as you can see, that is how it's watering the vandas directly. So like none of the cattleyas get wet, but they get all the humidity. It's actually very nice just being in here, listening to the water. But yeah guys, that's basically how the watering works. The vandas get all the water, and then everything else just gets the humidity. Alrighty guys, please comment, like, subscribe for more videos. Thank you.